Hey guys, my name is Jonathan Reich. I'm a licensed CPA in the state of Louisiana. I want to welcome everyone to The Digital Merchant. This is a channel where we talk about growing businesses, marketing, online businesses, and basically trading effort for efficiency. And so with that, I want to go ahead and jump into today's topic because I think it's very important, especially if you're thinking about starting a business. And that is, do I hire an accountant? Do I hire a bookkeeper? Or do I just try and use accounting software to do it myself, basically? And the answer, like everything else in accounting, always is, well, it depends. Are you comfortable getting in the driver's seat? Are you comfortable turning a computer on? Do you know how to use Excel? Do you know how to use Word? Do you know how to use various applications, surf the web? Do you have a little technical know-how? Are you savvy? If yes, there's a chance that you could do it yourself. I work with some clients who would rather pull teeth than sit down in front of a computer and do their books or do their admin work, and that's fine. That's why they pay me. There are other clients who are capable of doing it, but know themselves well enough to say, nah, I'm not gonna sit down and do that once a week, because accounting needs to be done weekly. Monthly is really a stretch if you're a small business without a lot of transactions, maybe. But daily or weekly is the longest that you should really stretch it. And these folks say, hey, I know I'm not gonna do it. It doesn't interest me, I'm not good at it, it takes a long time, it confuses me. So they farm it out to me or a bookkeeper, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would actually encourage that mentality if you know that you're gonna let your books get a year behind and then you're gonna make that call. It's a lot cheaper to just do it from the get-go. So in a second, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into a platform that I think can kind of tread that fine line. It's a platform that has a lot of automation, but you don't have to be an expert in accounting. You don't have to be an expert computer guru in order to use it. It holds your hand, and it's fairly priced, and overall it's a good platform. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my little box in the right hand corner and let's talk through it. So the platform we're talking about today is Digits. And the reason that a lot of people say, oh, I'll just do my own accounting is because their margins are thin. Maybe they're working for free. They're trying to get the business off the ground. It's just cheaper for them to say, hey, I'll hire a bookkeeper to do it. It's cheaper for them to say, I'll just do it myself in lieu of hiring a bookkeeper, because a bookkeeper can be a decent one, starts at $500 a month. I'm not opening anyone's books for less than $1,500. And so they say, well, if I could just get a good accounting platform that's fairly priced, I'll do it myself. And I think Digits fits that bill. Anywhere from $65 to $100 a month. If you really need some specialized stuff, it starts to creep upwards. Okay, so it's got a fair price. There's a good value proposition here. But let's jump into what Digits actually does. So I have a test client here. Basically, it's gonna do everything that you would expect a platform like QuickBooks to do, except it's gonna do a lot more of it for you. And the more that we automate out, the less likely chance that there is that someone's gonna make a mistake. Your books will be misstated. Your profit and loss is misstated. Your balance sheet has inaccurate balances. I think Digits does a really good job of trying to curb that for folks who maybe don't have a degree in accounting. So if you're home, you can see your dashboard here. You can see all types of metrics depending on the type of business you're running. I will warn, if you're running something like a software as a service business and you have to do revenue recognition and there's work papers and you have to comply with ASC 606 for revenue recognition, pump the brakes. Maybe you use that bookkeeper. Maybe you use that accountant. Now hook them up with a good platform like Digits, of course, to where they can automate out as much as possible. And it's super easy for you, the business owner, to serve if you need something. But if you're running like a small business, something that, is easy to track, something that makes sense, you feel comfortable that you can make accurate reports, okay, let's jump back in. Now I'm comfortable recommending using the software. But if you're running a very niche business, construction is another one. People who do their own books in construction, they're probably materially misstated to where they're almost useless. But if you have a bookkeeper doing it for you, using a platform like this, your stuff will always be up to date. You'll be able to make good business decisions based on the reports that you're getting out of your accounting software. Super, super important. And that's kind of what this is. This is a snapshot of where your business is. It's right here on the dashboard. And that's going to be compiled from cards here. So if you have your bank account connected to Digits, it's going to be able to code most of what you see here. Same for the corporate credit cards. It's going to say, what did I spend money on? Amazon, okay, office supplies, Best Buy, stuff like that. That's pretty commonplace now. A lot of accounting platforms can do it, but AI has really enhanced Digits' ability to just get it correct the first time. Overall, very, very impressed with it. So. And you can see here, it's gonna flag anything that it doesn't know what exactly it is, and it's gonna codify a lot of this and push it into your profit and loss. It's hands off, right? You don't have to sit down and say, Well, let me do this daily. Let me see what previous transactions, what 15 things came through the bank yesterday. It's gonna do the majority of it for you, and then you're gonna be able to take a look at it and say, oh, this is correct, this is correct. It doesn't know what this is, so you codify it, it learns, and then it gets it correct the next time for you. The other important part is bills. So we've got the expenses taken care of, but what if I need to upload a bill? So I've got a bill here on the screen. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's for $140,880. So if I need to just upload that bill, I'm just gonna, let's see, I hope I grabbed the right one here. I believe it's gonna be this one. I just opened up a PDF. You guys couldn't see it on the other screen. All I did was I basically just dragged and dropped right here into the upload bill function, and then it's gonna put it in the review queue. So that was it. I just dragged and dropped. The bill is entered. I don't have to manually key any of this. I click right here, it'll pull me to where it got the information. Pull right here, it tells me the invoice number. It tells me what it's for. It tells me who to pay. It's that easy because it does a lot of that heavy lifting for you. Once again, if you're comfortable with technology and you're comfortable trying to give it a go yourself and you want to save that money, you can. You can use a platform like Digits. QBO, Xero, Sage Intacct. I feel like you have to be a little bit more technically savvy to really get the benefits of those, and then you still have that cost consideration. You're trying to save money, and your time is valuable. As a founder, as management, you know, you should be paying yourself a decent salary. If you're spending all your time in the books because it's not automated out, well, it's not money well spent. You're basically costing yourself, or you're working for free. The same can be said for invoices. So if I need to send an invoice, I can just hit create invoice. Let's see, who do I want to send it to? Acme. What's my invoice number? What did I do for them? Maybe I agreed to train someone and I'm going to give them 80 hours. I'm going to give them 2 weeks, $16,000. Then you can customize, send it out, and away you go. But the thing is, guys, this is what I keep driving home. Do you use a platform? Do you try and get value out of an accounting software? Or do you hire a bookkeeper? If you know yourself well enough to say, I'm not gonna sit down and do this once a week, or as soon as the job is done, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. You need to go ahead and call that bookkeeper, because if you're not invoicing consistently, if you're not keeping up with your bills consistently, you're gonna upset a lot of your vendors. And then if you're not invoicing timely, you're not gonna be able to run your business because you're not gonna be paid timely because you didn't get those invoices out quick enough. So just ask yourself if you're gonna do that. Now, if you are gonna use a bookkeeper or an accountant, like I said, get them with a platform like this to where you can easily check on things. Your vendors and customers, they're all gonna be here. It's super easy, super intuitive. They've done a really good job with the user interface. It's probably one of my favorite user interfaces for any of the accounting platforms that I work with. Same for reports. So if you need to pull open your profit and loss, for instance, you can drop over to the financials, the P&L. It's seamless right here. It's ready to go. It's easy to read. You don't have to wonder what things are. You can click in and drop open sub-accounts. It's an easy to use platform. And that's why I think some business owners could do it themselves. So that's the ultimate takeaway from today's video is, are you comfortable doing it yourself? One, do you have the tech savviness? Do you have the know-how? And then two, do you know yourself well enough to say, yeah, I will actually sit down once a day for an hour a day or a couple hours a week on Friday and do what I'm supposed to do. Digits can help take 85% of the burden off of it. But if you're not inputting your bills, or if you're not inputting your invoices, or if you're not tagging those transactions that it doesn't know what to do, your financials are going to be misstated. And then you won't have a good report to help you run your business. You're not going to know, oh, I need to do a head count because I'm trending poorly. I have negative net income the last 3 quarters and I'm going to run out of money. If you aren't doing your homework, then you need to just go ahead and hire that bookkeeper. It'll save a lot of headache. It'll save a lot of stress. When tax season comes around, you'll have everything prepped. You'll know how you did. You'll be able to take it to lenders and banking institutions, and away you go. So that's my spill for today's video, guys. My name's Jonathan. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm your digital merchant. I'm gonna help you guys trade effort for efficiency, and I hope you guys comment, and I'll see you on the next video.